And another loading screen. You know, I've been sitting here looking at loading screens for so long, I've started to develop piles. Still loading. Still loading. And guess what? Still loading. Wait, is that? Wait a minute, is that blood? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, iron men and iron women, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for Iron Man VR. And as the more learned among you might realize, the term VR means very realistic. Yes. Now, this was a game that came out yesterday, and I've had the chance to play and complete said game. So this review, I'm going to give you my thoughts for Iron Man Very Realistic. So, what's the plot of this game? Well, the plot is very simple. We play as Iron Man. What? No, there's no more to it than that. We play as Iron Man. What more do you need to know? It is, of course, a very realistic title, released for the PlayStation 4. And if you want to know the intricacies of the plot, well, I suppose I could tell you that it's about Iron Man coming to terms with the fact he used to be a weapons dealer. He decides to give up being a weapons dealer, then he runs into the villain called Ghost. And Ghost has a backstory that's a little bit blah blah blah. Then there's another villain revealed towards the end of the game, which I could see coming from 100,000 miles away. So let's treat this like an actual game review and talk about some positives and some negatives. Now, I like to be pretty positive overall, so let's start with the positives up front. Well, the positive of the game is you play as Iron Man. Okay, the negatives then. So let's first of all talk about the controls. Now, this was the first PlayStation Very Realistic game that I played with the Move controller. And I can tell you, when this thing turned up in the post at my front door, I thought it was a sex toy at first. I wasn't sure if I was being asked to sexually assault myself with it or play the game using it. I chose to do both. So yes, I found the control scheme for the game to be quite clunky. It took me quite a long time to get used to the controls. But luckily, when the credits were rolling, I finally got the hang of the controls. It was a little bit too little, too late, but nonetheless, I wish the game had given me the option to play with the DualShock 4 controller. I feel this would have been much easier, especially on my poor wrists, which I'm still looking for after damaging them rather badly while playing this game. Now, what else can I say? Well, I suppose you could say that the storyline itself is quite predictable. As I hinted at the beginning, there is a villain reveal quite late in the game, which I saw coming. I didn't so much see it coming as it smacked me across the face rather early in the game, and it said to me, beep, 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 ha ha ha, guess what, O.C.G, I'm going to be the big bad at the end of the game. And they were. Now, I won't spoil for you who is the big bad at the end of the game, because you'll figure it out yourself in the first 3.5 seconds of the game starting. So, what else can I say about the game? Well, it's quite nice looking for a PlayStation Very Realistic title. I have played quite a few PlayStation Very Realistic titles on the PlayStation Very Realistic, and this is probably one of the best ones, if not the best looking one I have seen yet. So, with all of that out of the way, we've heard one positive and several negatives. Is there anything else that I can say about this game? Well, it is a Marvel game, so there's always that. I mean, that I suppose we could say that's a second positive for the game. So yes, One positive is you play as Iron Man. A second positive is it's a Marvel game. I don't know what that means in the grand scheme of things, but it has to count for something. Eh? Eh? So, I think this has gone on long enough. So let's start to wrap up this review before I start talking nonsense or making any more jokes about sex toys or piles or anything inappropriate like that. I mean, after all, Marvel is supposed to appeal to everyone, adults and children alike, so I don't want to be responsible for little Timmy having nightmares because of some joke I made in a stupid YouTube video. Oh no, not after the last time. I tell you, after that lawsuit, I'll be lucky if I can even scrape together 2 pennies to my name. So, what would I give the game out of 10? Well, Iron Man very realistic. I'm going to give 7.5.3.2.1.9.0.4.2. 0.4, 0.5, 0.7, 0.7, 0.1, 0.2 out of 10. So, do I recommend that you buy it? Of course. So, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch this video of mine, and hopefully I provided a couple of chuckles along the way. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Please feel free to leave some comments in my comments section. Send me some of your excrement or urine in the post. Whatever your heart desires, and until next time, remember, stay obsessed with gaming. Toodaloo.